Which leads are heating up? What tasks will create the biggest momentum today? And how close you are to the future you're building. No guesswork, no overwhelm. Just simple, precise steps that show you how to grow with confidence. Because success isn't random, it's a pattern. And the VoFlow Smart Business Coach helps you see it, follow it, and own it. Your goals are closer than you think. Your roadmap is waiting. VoFlow, clarity, momentum, control. Never worry about where or how to find new voiceover clients again. VoFlow, your virtual marketing assistant, finds them for you using smart lead search technology. Search by keyword or industry and save time by using VoFlow verified emails that get delivered to the inbox that you want to reach. And with VoFlow's proprietary lead score, you can be confident you're always marketing to the right customers. VoFlow, clarity, momentum, control. Find, connect, and cultivate new client leads using VoFlow's Smart Lead Pipeline, powered by behavioral dynamic technology. More than a CRM that simply manages interactions with prospective customers, VoFlow is your marketing assistant. Easily and quickly find leads, and then let VoFlow automatically communicate with your prospect based on their behavior and how they interact with your communication and your VoFlow hosted website. When every email matters. Introducing the VoFlow Smart Email Writer. Your voice, your style, perfectly captured. It learns your tone, your rhythm, your personality. With one click, VoFlow analyzes your lead and crafts a personalized email in seconds. VoFlow gives you the power to write smarter, faster, and more authentically. VoFlow, your business amplified. In the world of voiceover, relationships are everything, but managing and cultivating those relationships, that's the hard part. Until now, introducing VoFlow Smart Contacts, your new contact command center, where every conversation, every audition, every job is automatically connected to the right person. No logging, no spreadsheets, no "I'll update it later." It just happens. See the full history of any relationship in seconds. Email, auditions, bookings, and events. Your contacts stop feeling messy. Your follow-up gets sharper. Your business becomes clearer than ever. Leads, prospects, clients, organized exactly the way you work. You can even invoice directly from the VoFlow interface with a click of a single button. Easily track invoice payments, ensuring you get paid. Every social click, every form submission, every website interaction, captured automatically. This isn't just a CRM, it's the brain of your VO business. VoFlow, your relationships elevated. What's going on, voiceover friends? Welcome to the daily voiceover huddle. Yeah, you read that right. More juice. That's what we're going to talk about this morning. Appropriate, I guess, for the breakfast hour. My name is Bill DeWeese. I am your host each and every day at this time, each and every weekday, to share some voiceover information, insight, motivation, to help you move further down the road toward voiceover success. And we get together every day to do that. It's just like getting together with friends to huddle up, to encourage, to support. That's what my YouTube channel is all about. That's what this daily huddle is all about. That is what my free voiceover community is all about. Yeah, is this news to you? Are you familiar with this? If you're not part of the community, this is where we continue the conversation. And by the way, we've got a Q&A coming up this morning in 1 hour from now in the group. Again, it doesn't cost you anything to be in the group. We'd love to have you at school.com, school spelled SKOOL, school.com/VoFlow. I will be looking for you in the Q&A today. I had a great conversation with somebody yesterday, voiceover talent, and we were talking about her voiceover marketing, and the conversation came back to talking about the VoFlow, business, voiceover business and marketing platform. And I was saying, you know what? I mean, you don't have to have a platform to do your marketing. You can, and she has like bought leads and done that kind of thing. I said, when I built my business, I did it manually. I mean, I just dug it out manually. I just worked myself to death. I mean, I was energized by it. When I say work myself to death, my wife says I was working all the time. It didn't feel that way to me because I was enjoying what I was doing. But the truth is, in trying to hunt down these leads and communicate with these leads, it took a lot of time and a lot of energy. And it was relatively random because, again, I was trying to figure out what I was doing. And we were talking about, so what's the big deal about VoFlow? And the way I described it to her was this: it will allow you to squeeze more juice from your leads. What do I mean by that? Well, first of all, let's talk about what's a lead. A lead would be anybody that would be likely to hire voiceover talent, audiobook publishers, casting directors, video production companies, explainer video people, and the list, you know the routine. These are leads. These are the people who hire voiceover talent. The problem and the challenge with all of this is that there's a lot of data out there. It's not all good, first of all. So you've got to make sure that you've got quality data to begin with and to work with. And one of the things I was explaining, and that's one of the things that we help ensure with VoFlow, but that's how it starts. But the other thing is also, it's how you manage that data. You start with good data, because imagine being able to, what would it be like to be able to know that you sent out 100 leads and you stood a 10x chance of getting positive responses, rather if you just did, general manual leads, went on Google to find leads and bought a list that maybe was outdated. That would change the game. You would stop wasting time. You would get more work, better clients, more money, all of that kind of thing. But that's only half the story. The other part of the story is what you do with that good data once you have it. And up to this point, being able to nurture those leads along. So, by that, what I mean is we reach out to people, we introduce ourselves, but then what do we do to get them across the finish line? In other words, how do we bring them to the point where they're a client and they're ready to hire us and use us? Well, we nurture them through that process. But up until recently, it's been a blind endeavor. It's you're flying in the dark, because you send out an email, but beyond that, you have no idea of the interest of the person. Well, now, and again, this is one of the great exciting things about VoFlow, we can now track and we can know when the people that we contact are visiting our website, when they're listening or watching our demos, when they do that, and then have the ability to either manually or automate the process of reaching out and staying in touch at those moments when they're most likely to hire us, the moments when we have their attention, the moments when they're listening to our demos. I mean, imagine the power of that. Somebody is actually sitting listening to your demo, and within a few minutes, they get an email from you. Just a pleasant follow-up email, and then all of a sudden, it pushes the ball further down the court, or we've been using the baseball analogy. It pushes the batter, the runner, further around the bases. Again, our goal is to be hired by that client and then to nurture them as a regular client. But again, do you have that information, or are you flying blind at that point? Do you know if they've been to your website? Do you know if they're listening to your demos? So again, it's about getting good leads, good quality leads. That's a huge thing. Imagine what it would be like to be able to come in, sit down at your dashboard. You've got your marketing to do for the day, but you know that the folks that you're reaching out to are legit and they actually hire voiceover talent, and that you have a way to follow them through that process. That you have, and I've said this a million times and I'll continue to say it, direct marketing is about the only thing that we have left where we have control of that communication. We don't have that control on a lot of the platforms that are going on out there or in other ways that we traditionally market. But with direct marketing, we can see, we can follow, we can control the process. You can't control people. Our job is not to try to make people hire us. Our job is to do everything that we can to make it as easy as possible for them to hire us. We control the process. And if the process is really good, and you commit yourself to that process, you cannot help but get good results. And that's what the VoFlow system is all about. And you can learn more about it in school.com/VoFlow. And again, would love to have you into the Q&A today. This group doesn't cost you anything at all. So join the group. We'll be looking for you in there. If you have if you want to share your name, where you're watching or listening from this morning, maybe you won a voiceover job yesterday. Maybe you booked a gig. Let us know about that. Let's see who we've got on this morning with us. We've got Marie in Texas. What's happening, Marie? Thanks for your lovely comment yesterday on the YouTube channel. I appreciated that. And we've got John checking in with a happy hump day from Denver. Hey, John. Sheila, what's up? In Chicago, my neighbor. We've got Nephi in Knoxville. I see that Michigan Cherry, speaking of Michigan Cherry coffee. Oh, I see that Michigan Cherry. One of these days, you'll have to try Door County Cherry. It's from Wisconsin. I highly recommend. Marie, I have a philosophy, or I have an opinion. Maybe it's more an opinion than a philosophy. And that is that any food out of Wisconsin is good. How do I know that? Because I eat at a place called Culver's on a fairly regular basis. Cheese curds, and of course, anything cheese, that's Wisconsin. Yeah, Wisconsin's got it together when it comes to food. Door County Cherry. I'll keep that in mind, Marie. Thank you very much. Rusty in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan got a nice warm mug of Michigan Cherry coffee getting me going. Hey, we've started a Michigan Cherry Club. I love it. And speaking of Wisconsin, we've got Corey checking in. Hey, Corey. GS Hunt in Washington. Good morning from Atlanta. Awesome. Kirk, how are you doing today? My other neighbor, Dennis, how are you doing? Good to see you guys. Thanks for being on here. I appreciate it. Again, it's all about closing that gap between there are things, and just kind of to summarize the things we've been talking about when it comes to marketing. There are things that we all traditionally know that we need to do. We need to get some training. We need to develop our skills. We need a website. We need demos. We know all of that. The challenge is, where do you go from there to getting jobs? How many of you right now are sitting there frustrated because you've done all of these things, but you're just confused or afraid or unsure of what to do next? That's what, when I talk about marketing, when I talk about leads, when I talk about VoFlow it's the catalyst, it's the tool. That's why I came back out of retirement, because this is a chance to really help to close that gap, to get more voiceover talent over on the paying side of voiceover. Do you want to be on the paying side of voiceover? Yeah, I figured you probably did. So that's what this is all about. So join the community and, see what's happening. You're going to love it. All right. Hey, thanks for joining me this morning. I appreciate it. And I'm going to leave you with a few words from VoFlow. In a world of moving parts, the VoFlow dashboard brings everything into focus. Your voiceover invoices, contacts, and entire pipeline, all illuminated in one place. See your weekly wins unfold and stay grounded with the tasks that matter most. And with real-time website activity, you'll know exactly when opportunity knocks. This is clarity. This is control. This is VoFlow.